Hey guys, I hope you're well. Aw, I feel bad. Baby boy was chilling in the living room in front of a fan. Although it's pouring rain, well, it was pouring rain. It was in the 90s earlier. And if this video doesn't run too long, I'll show you some rain earlier. I saw my finger again. I have to realize the Hildebeest is gone. Oh, Blitzy, let's give him some privacy. Now, guys, forgive the babble, but I really must. Hang on. For one thing, I don't have a wobbly pop. Okay, now let me get situated. One moment. Okay, guys, you want to see something sweet, man? Check out Blitzen. Whenever I'm at my radio desk, he goes under there. He'll stick his head under the end of the desk there, and he keeps me company. Now let me set you up on my tripod. Hang on. It's quite delicious. No calories, no sugar, but it's a far cry from a Pabst Blue Ribbon. Wobbly pop of choice of peckerheads throughout the land, and highly recommended by myself. One moment. Okay, check it out, guys. Couple reasons why I'm worked up. One, I started thinking about an old video about my introduction to YouTube and my interaction with Mike, right? And I used this in a counter video, and it got me all worked up, man. Check it out. And note, we're going old school. Camera pointed at laptop. Check this out. Yeah, baby. Right? Now, I want to show you something, man. One moment. I pause you. Oh, I got proper color for a change. I unpause you. I want to show you something, guys. Now, I got really, really pissed off. Now, guys, sorry for the cussing that's about to follow, because I can't help myself, man. You know what? Now, let's make this full screen. And why is the picture so tiny? Dramatic, cinematic effect. You like Uncle Blowzo's cinematic effect, man? Now then, let's take a look-see. Now, please note that I wanna address a comment to the most recent video, okay? I suppose this is the most recent video. You know what I mean, man. The one previous to this one. I have redacted the user's identity, right? To keep his. I'd like to reference a few comments of his. Chuck, now I paraphrase. Chuck, your posts are always bullshit. PBR reference, classic. Yes, it is. It's also a classic and a very fine, full-bodied amber American beer. There are individuals in some of the lower bands who have the same approach to anyone who only has fine communications quality audio. Yeah, right? No kidding, man. Some of those guys are fucking jacknuts, man. Bunch of assholes, man. Okay, that said, there's a gentleman I need either 20 or 40 for the purpose of blah, blah. He helped me get my FTDX 3000 zeroed in. Right on. Yeah, glad to hear that you have a similar rig as mine. I freaking love that thing. The receiver's audio is spectacular. And I don't just mean spectrally, I mean the audio you hear that comes out of the cabinet. They hit on a combination that won with that rig. It is rich sounding with just the internal speaker. But then again, arguably it should be. It's a big-ass radio. Now, he goes on to say Mr. X goes on to say, now I hope Blitzy doesn't get too upset because you'd put a camera in my hands or even put a camera in front of my face and the bullshit flows. And I become the other me. But now he goes on to say, my settings aren't far off default. Yep, neither are mine. The best result for me is narrowing. I got to slow down my audio to about, yep, I agree. Otherwise, its EQ settings are almost default. But they hand mic, yep. Kick-ass audio comments using a hand mic. It's shocking. Let me try to sit behind the phone because then maybe I'll be in both channels. I agree with the 7,300 comments below. Yep. I've said a lot of disparaging things. I clown on people. I don't even clown on the people. What do I clown on? I clown on when the 7,300 hit the market, all the fanboys, right? It could do no wrong. It was the be-all, end-all radio for amateur radio. I've even seen posts on EHAM attesting to the fact that the 7300 was the perfect radio. But I digress. I have fun clowning on stuff. I don't think I've heard a bad sounding one yet. Yep, I agree. Moving on, I just prefer the 70s, as do I, sir. P.S. I've been in the waste recycling biz for decades. He's referencing the incredible gut-turning stench you smell when traveling southbound on I-75 and you pass over the 8 Mile Road overpass or underpass, as the case may be. I could literally, if I closed my eyes, man, and you drove me in circles and drove me to work, I could tell you within 100 yards of when we were at 8 Mile Road by the stench. That's the smell of money. Yes, it is. And all the money is outside the city limits of Detroit. But I digress. Well, we're 7 minutes in. I guess I'm not going to cut to my pouring rain segment. 73 and stay well and enjoy the 807. The 807 reference, now that's going to lead me up to the highlighted text. I'm sorry, how rude of me for just willy-nilly scrolling around. But you know what, man? I know this is in reference to the previous video. You know what, guys? I fucking detest arrogance. I fucking detest arrogance. You gotta understand, man, coming from my line of work that I used to do before I retired, arrogance kills people, man. Arrogance makes you stupid. Arrogance turns the volume all the way down on your brain's receiver when it comes to learning. I detest arrogance. Whew. Moving on, which is probably why I'm the proprietor of such a fine landfill as the one where you find yourself right now. Now, even the guy who told me to get off AM with my 857D, oh, when I read that, my heart rate doubled, and I'm not kidding you. He did what? You know what, man? Now he goes on to to explain things. I know that's not a great rig on them, and I'm like, whoa, but I'm pissed. Hang on. But come on, encourage people. Don't discourage them just because someone might not have big buck rigs and bigger bank accounts. No shit, sir. Well said. You know what, man? Get off the air with this 857 Delta? That's not a great rig on it. Hang on, man. We're going on a field trip. I pause you. Come on, baby boy. Daddy Blowzo's got to show the fellas something. I'm pissed off. Do you like Blitz's fuck, Chuck. Check it out, man. Not a great sounding rig. I'll show you what's not a great sounding rig on AM. A Heathkit DX60 with its screen grid modulation. That's what's a shitty sounding rig on AM. Oh, you can do things to mitigate that, and it sounds fine. When I've heard people talking, now I've heard people talking on a DX60 here in the Midwest. I'm in Michigan, right? Every Sunday morning is a DX60 net. It's great. Now, you want to bash screen grid modulation as opposed to high-level plate modulation in the final plate transformer? You want to bash screen grid modulation, go ahead. Do so on the DX60 net if you want to clown on bad audio. You know what I mean? Hang on, I pause you. Look out, look through the doorway. Look who's all worried about Daddy. You know what, man? Mr. X, if they're clowning on your 857D, you want it? You check into the net again with a DX60A B. I don't know what it is. It's an A. You can have it. I'll fully restore it for you if you don't have the inclination or the skill. Now then, I not pause you. If that doesn't suit your needs, how would you like a Johnson Viking 2? Almost unarguably, one of the finest AM rigs ever built for amateur radio. No, it's not a Collins. It's even better. It's a Johnson Viking 2, and we're talking about amplitude modulation. Oh, it's a beast on CW, too. I've shown it before. Mr. X, you mentioned funny, you should mention 807s. It's got a pair of them in the audio modulation stage. Pair of 807s to modulate a pair of 6146As. And I don't know if you can see it. The date code between those tubes, it's dusty. It's a factory built Johnson Viking 2. Now, you want to check back into that net and bust their balls? You can have that too. Well, you can buy it too. Sell it to you for what I paid for it. And if that's not good enough, hang on. I pause you. I've also shown that before. It needs restoration. My signal tracer. They're glorious for troubleshooting tube gear, specifically receivers. More specifically, AM radio receivers from the good old days. It's got a probe. It can demodulate anything from audio up through RF. You can go from stage to stage in a dead radio and see what kind of signal's present. You can hear, Yeah, right on. If you ever want to talk, man, you need a receiver to go with your new Johnson Viking 2. Which one you want, man? A Hammerlin HQ145. Sadly, lacking the clock option. My brother Art, his has one. He busts my nuts over. Or you can purchase for what I purchased it for, a Helicrafter's SX62A. Look at the dial. Man, you can get lost in that tuning dial, boys. Here I go, clicking my tongue. What say you? Where live you? If you want to come pick it up, you can. Yeah. Anyone want to buy this stuff? If you want to pick it up, all I ask is that you loan me your call sign so I can call CQ using CW with you as the control op. But I digress. Hang on. For the last time, I pause you. I didn't do too bad with my cussing. I'm quite proud of myself.
Factory, and they never know it because they never go in the function folder. Okay, next up, EBW sits to the right of that. It should be set on black.
Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. This isn't the channel killing video. I'll do that one tomorrow. I promise. I got to catch up to the comments to the previous video to this one. No, to the video previous to the video previous to this one. And then I'll kill the channel. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, how rude of me. I do love saying that. Anyway, man. Whoa, there we go. Wow. Let me try that again. Nice. Class act, Charlie. Guys, thanks for stopping by. I'm a little nervous. I really appreciate it. I hope you're well. And I'll catch you later. You got your wirehead here. Or what do they say? Thanks for stopping by, guys. No, let me try. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Wirehead said it. I'm worldwide. I'm stepping.